It is now in order to consider amendment number 1, printed in Part C of House Report 118-108. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Colorado seek recognition?
Mr. Chair, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 1, printed in Part C of House Report number 118-108, offered by Mrs. Boebert of Colorado.
Pursuant to House Resolution 495, the gentlewoman from Colorado, Ms. Boebert, and the member opposed each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Colorado.
Mr. Chair, I rise in favor of my amendment, which will prohibit the administration from unilaterally implementing extremely costly regulations that would result in the unavailability in the United States of a type or class of product based on the type of fuel the product consumes. My amendment ensures the Consumer Products Safety Commission focuses on actual hazards with design rather than targeting fuel sources. We have a crisis at our southern border. Americans are worried about being able to provide for their families and not pay $10 for a bag of grapes. Meanwhile, the Biden administration is focused on controlling the kind of stove Americans use in their homes. 100% of the currently available freestanding gas stoves and 96% of gas cooktops will not meet the new standards proposed by the Biden administration's Department of Energy. The Department of Energy estimates savings would average $1.50 per year. Do you know how much a gas stove that this is compliant under this proposed rule would cost on average? Installation costs are anywhere between $3,600 on the high end to $2,000 on the low end. Adding that to the cost of the stove puts you out another $3,000 to $4,000 at least. Saying this will save consumers money is a flat-out lie. Forcing people to switch to expensive alternatives will only further increase costs for hardworking families in my district and across America. This reminds me a lot of when Mayor Pete said that if you can't afford the price of gas due to the administration's anti-American energy policies, Americans should just shell out $40,000 to $55,000 for a new electric vehicle. This administration is completely proven to be out of touch. Never mind the fact that Biden has also targeted dishwashers, refrigerators, water heaters, furnaces, and air conditioners. On top of families paying more for everyday costs due to Biden inflation, it's clear this administration has prioritized pandering to Green New Deal extremists rather than saving American families hard-earned money. I do want to thank my colleague, Representative Kelly Armstrong, for his leadership to ensure the CPSC cannot abuse the federal funds to regulate gas stoves. I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of this amendment, as well as the underlying bill.
Will the gentlelady yield?
I yield.
Thank you. This is a good amendment, Mr. Chairman. I guess we're Mr. Speaker now. This is a good amendment and will make the bill stronger by preventing product regulation based on the type of fuel it uses. I appreciate Ms. Boebert's, I appreciate you offering this particular amendment, and I do urge a yes vote, and I'll yield back. I'll yield back to the gentlelady.
I reserve.
Very good.
Gentlewoman from Colorado reserves. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Illinois seek recognition?